Hello, I'm Miss Jackie, and this is Word for Brothers. Let's respect our men, love our men, and support our men. So, biblical society was based on patriarchy, the rule of the father. Powerful. Think of the founding patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel, depending on how he acted. It's said behind every great patriarch was a great woman. However, with their wives, Sarah, Rebecca, and Rachel respectively, we're talking great full-blown battle axes who at times ran the show and brought the curtain down on it. Sarah's name means princess, and that she was. She was Abraham's half-sister by his father's side chick. Sarah kind of sets the mold for the other wives, beautiful, barren, with passive-aggressive takeover spirits. Maybe she and Abraham could have had Isaac sooner rather than later if she hadn't taken matters into her own hands with the healthy assist from Abraham. Once Sarah gives the go-ahead, you don't see Abraham standing on the promises of God, but quickly slipping between the sheets with Hagar. As the predictable fiasco unfolds, Sarah blames Abraham for agreeing to her idea but takes no responsibility for thinking it up in the first place. She gets Hagar and her son Ishmael thrown out, thinking happy days are here again. But payback is a mother. The descendants of Ishmael will sell Sarah's great-grandson Joseph into slavery. Rebecca, Isaac's wife, was Abraham's great-niece by way of his brother Nahor. She too had a womb with a view. However, to their credit, a newborn recruit wasn't drafted in for service. Isaac waited on the Lord, was of good courage, and finally Rebekah gave birth to twins Esau and Jacob. Both she and Isaac played favorites with their sons. Instead of taking Jacob hunting with him and Esau, Isaac left Jacob in Rebekah's scheming and manipulative hands, and she trained him up in the way she would go. So, no surprise, Jacob marries his beloved mother in the form of Rachel. Now, God may have changed Jacob's name, but Rachel had the last word. She was a daddy's girl, her daddy being the scheming, manipulative Laban, Rebekah's brother. Like Sarah, she blames Jacob for her barrenness, never thinking he may be all tuckered out after bedding 3 other women, including her sister Leah. Also, like Sarah, Rachel called in surrogates, which got results, but she kept on singing, God bless the child who got his own, and finally birthed Joseph. Like his mama, Jacob shows favoritism to Joseph with deja vu, disastrous results for the family, especially and ironically for precious little Joseph. In Rachel, Jacob meets his match and then some. She lies and steals from her daddy, but lets Jacob take the blame. However, when she dies, Jacob builds an over-the-top monument to the love of his life, letting Leah, the side chicks, and all his children know how much he loved her and how comparatively little he thought of them, except, of course, for Joseph and Benjamin, his sons by Rachel. No shrinking violets here, but in their own way, they allowed Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob to grow and bloom. However, in 1 Corinthians 14:34, Paul tells the Corinthian church that women should be quiet, and if they want to know something, to ask their husbands. You'd think Sarah, Rebecca, or Rachel could have made it in the First Baptist Church of Corinth. Seriously, see you next time.